Hello, this is Kev. This is the YouTube channel Black Men Being Brutally Honest. I ain't been on here for like a week or so. Just sitting here thinking about how I should proceed on this platform. Just seeing that in about 3 weeks, Hangouts is going away, but it's not a real big concern of mine because I know I can do solos. I just don't do them very often because I got other things going. But I mean, for the times that I do have things going on YouTube, just to update you a little bit. I would say for the first time ever in the history of me being on YouTube, I had a video taken down, and the claim was the video was hate speech. Now, what was confusing about this particular video being taken down was it wasn't really hate speech. I was just calling out a person who I had a problem with, that had a problem with my team. Some things happened that were on an unprofessional level, and I thought the guy needed to be exposed. And that wasn't just for me to deal with this particular person. It was just for people who were working with this guy who might have received any false information. Because when you try to start things between my crew, myself, and others that may be involved with us. And, that makes us look bad. That makes us, or an attempt to make us look bad, which kind of to me that looks malicious. So now with this, okay, and let me put it quite frankly, with this bitch nigga that we're dealing with, okay, now that's like a third strike. Okay, first off, you're sitting up here giving screenshots to someone, trying to start some shit between us and some people we don't even know. So who knows what lies this guy is spreading? Number two, he's timing me out in bigger YouTube channels, platforms in the super chats, just to time me out, just to have just on some power shit. And of course, when you address something as a black man on any of these platforms, if somebody does something to you, if you stay silent about it, cool, no one will ever know. And then the motherfucker can continue to do how they want to do to you. Or you can say something, and then guess what? All of a sudden, a consensus of your peers are going to say that you're being sensitive, you're whining, get over it. So, as a black man on any platform, you're not supposed to address any fucking thing. And now for the third strike. I had a video flagged and taken down. So, whenever I address an individual, they can just go to YouTube instead of coming to me like a man and saying, "Oh, hey, YouTube Zaddy. My feelings are so tender and creamy on the inside. They hurt so bad. That guy over there is bullying and picking on me. Can you go shut him up, do something about it?" And this time YouTube said yes. In fact, I don't know, maybe him and a couple of his friends flagged the video for hate speech, because I don't see where any hate speech happened. I didn't say anything about a particular group. I'm just saying something about somebody's fuck nigga shit. That's it. That was it. But they felt picked on. So my question to y'all is this: what kind of black man comes to a platform and goes to the higher ups and tells them that another black man is picking on me instead of dealing with that person? This has never been a problem in any of my videos. Any videos I've done, I have addressed more, stayed on the lines of addressing more societal issues and obscure news stories, and coming up with topics that a body of people can discuss for 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Now, I have no problem with the several hour hangouts. I have no problem with that. In fact, if you have an audience that is willing to dedicate themselves for 8 hours and you got 3, 4, 500 people watching, there should be nothing another YouTuber has to say about that. The YouTuber that says something about that is the YouTuber that doesn't have that happen to them. The guy that doesn't have the appeal. Or female, that is possible. Even though I feel like that black women in particular are killing it on YouTube. I mean, it is what it is. If a black woman has any kind of charisma, she can come on YouTube platform and gain a following just like that. All she has to do is make a little sense. But that's no excuse for me. I'm a guy that wanted to start out having a super organic audience, meaning that if you are a subscriber to my channel, that means that you fucks with me. It's not because someone else said go on over to that channel. But you know what? Oh boy, this has always just been me. Maybe it's time for me to swallow my pride. Who knows? I might make a few friends along the way. I certainly have enough friends now, but I do feel that way though. Shout out to my boys Donnie and Roger, my fellow habitual line steppers. Yeah, but I'll always push for this channel and their channels to grow, for our network to grow. I mean, hey, you have all these look like black YouTube, like, and they say yeah, black YouTube is a very small sector because you have a you have a group of people who are small in number, even though the number is the thousands. Because you think on the scale of the United States of America, uh, I would say 2 to 300,000 maybe people, maybe probably are the base of black YouTube. I mean, and it's just that it's a very small base. There's very little to get, so you have to be an interesting person with interesting conversation. If you are a black YouTuber that is cultural, however, like in cultural, saying that you deal with things other than societal black issues, then you'll get a following real quick. That's easy. All you gotta do is come on YouTube and talk about comic books. And reference to the Black Dimension coming soon on YouTube. Anyway, getting is like this. Say my name. Say my name. Anybody that's watching, say the name of this YouTube channel. Say that first hashtag you see in that bottom right hand corner. Black men being brutally honest. Yeah, I mean, I show up in people's super chats, and I understand that it might be too much to type out. It might be too much for a panelist to say, even if I'm making a good point, or even if I'm being timed out by some hating ass fuck nigga ass moderator. If that's not happening, I do understand that the name is like somewhat too long to say sometimes, but you know what? And I've thought about changing it, to something more personal. I mean, like every other YouTube channel has some kind of personal name to it. I mean, and then other YouTube channels named that try to step outside and try to make it a group thing, they barely live up to the moniker. Say if you have a channel saying like, you've made the channel for black males that talk. if you have a channel like that, but instead of talking to, you're talking at a general populace of black males, telling them what they should be doing and what they should be saying, and speaking from a condescending point of view, you're not living up to the moniker. You're not going to resonate. So if I call this place Black Men Being Brutally Honest, then I have to be brutally honest. And it's just that, if your feelings are so tender and so fucking moist to where you have to flag a video of mine because I told the truth about your ass, then let's just say I lived up to the moniker of black men being brutally honest because it was just too fucking brutal for you, son. Period. And this person knows who I'm talking to, and I'll say his name at the end of this presentation right here, and I won't be long. But here's a problem with I see with black men in general, and on platforms such as YouTube and the jungle that I like to call Facebook. Everything has to be a fucking dick measuring contest. Oh, I'm sorry, I made a penis reference, and I know some dumbass little broad is gonna be like, "Oh, he's fixated on penis. He must be gay." Shut the fuck up and listen. Oh, everything like black men, I swear for the life of me, can't work together. There are outliers. Yes, there are. I would even say, I would even give an example like the original, I would say the original Negro Manosphere, which, I've dropped the name. and what's happened with them recently. It's like everybody's trying to see who has the bigger dick. I'm not here for that. I mean, I'm here to keep my pants up and zipped. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers, but but I mean, I didn't come here for a feud with anybody. My first step is to try to work things out before it has to get to a point. And what I want y'all to understand with this individual right here is that we did try to work things out. I spoke with him as a man, and I asked him, "Hey, guy, what's the deal? What's going on? Why is this happening?" And he wasn't being a man. He wasn't being upfront. I'm even like this. Look. If somebody got a problem with me, just be straight up, deal with it. Let's all deal with it. But it's like this. If you're a grown man, you shouldn't have to put up with fuck nigga shit. I mean, you had plenty of chances to deal with it. I mean, I don't go around flagging people's videos. But it is what it is. This is YouTube's platform. It's not my platform. It's not a platform for the African American community. African Americans can participate in it, and many blacks across the diaspora. But you best believe if you are black, African American, ADOS, whatever you consider yourself, if you say the wrong thing on a platform that isn't yours, you will be booted off the platform. So we are all under the scrutiny of the same rules that said that my video was hate speech. So it is what it is. I can't retrieve the video. I can't put it back up. It's gone. But it's like this. And like I told YouTube when I sent them a message, and that's another thing. If people sit up there talking like that, they've been talking to YouTube like on a personal basis, like they're somehow big enough for YouTube to actually contact. If they're not PewDiePie, that dude that has like the highest subscriber count or somewhere close to that, I wouldn't pay any attention to that shit. You got the same privileges as everybody else. Email, feedback, comment. That's it. And in my feedback comment, I said, hey, you know what? I should have a right to address fuck nigga shit. I mean, when is it that you can't address a person personally? Where they do that at? So, hey, you know what? Like I said in that broadcast, that got taken down, and I'm gonna say it right here. I'm done with Josiah from BMT Blackmail Talk. Done with the guy. You did some things that affected my crew, and then when I addressed it in one of my lives, maybe one of them screenshots hurt his feelings. I mean, we got plenty of them, and and there's no doxing. We didn't dox anything. We didn't dox anything with this guy. We were just saying, hey, you know what? If you don't want to if you don't want to tell me why you time me out in super chats, and why you trying to start shit between us and other YouTubers that we don't know, then what's the problem? Just answer it like a man, and he did not do that. The dude a hater. Look at my subscriber count. Think about it. If he got his subscriber count and he's that threatened now, imagine what things are gonna be like later. Cause I'm not giving up. I mean, I get so mad sometimes because it's like when I see how that black men generally act on YouTube, is like, why would I want to be associated with that wing of YouTube? Me and my partners have already talked about this. It's like it's like these some of these dudes can't get it together, and they call themselves leaders, call themselves trying to lead someone. I'm not vying for anybody's spot. None of that shit. That's not me trying to do that. It's just that I want to get on a platform like this and call myself a leader based on the conditions. I'm just like the person that likes to just sit back and just look at all y'all just destroy it. I would like to try to interject and do something, but don't turn and look at me like I'm a nobody just because my name is too long and too lazy for you to say. Black men being brutally honest. And oh yeah, by the way, yes, there is a Facebook group associated with that. There are many black men being brutally honest Facebook groups, but I am the creator of the original, the first. I am the daddy of them all. And I got a lot of bastard kids out there on Facebook. There's just no other way to put it. All of their group admins hate me. For what? Because I wouldn't make them a admin or a moderator in my group. These people were loose cannons. But of course, I have scrutiny on all sides of that. Like the people who say that all black men do is bash black women. Those people, they hate me. The weirdos. I'm talking about like not like your regular commenter trying to be rival from post to post. I'm talking about stalk you in your inbox, prank call your house, prank call your wife. I'm talking about that kind of weirdo. Yeah, they don't like me. Fake alpha ass black dudes. And when I say fake alpha, these are the guys that they go around on social media sticking their chest out, then acting like, let me put on my cape and fly in and beat you up and bully you with words. Sticks and stones, fuckers. They can't stand me either. Oh yeah. One of my bigger rivals, the man, the ruling class race. Caucasians. They can't stand me when I try to debate with them politically, because they act just like little feminine ass little girls when you don't agree with them. It's just, oh my god, they start calling you a victim, and I'm like, okay, well, factor A and factor B, which is tangible, and you're getting personal. It's the same fucking thing. They don't like me either, but I don't expect it from any of them. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's like I never. I'll put it like this: I never ever wanted to be the "What's Wrong with Black People" YouTube channel, even though I do tackle social issues that I feel need attention. That's y'all. That's y'all. Y'all can be that. Y'all can be the "What's Wrong with Black People" YouTube channels. Blaming everybody for your attitude instead of just saying, "Hey, you know what? I take responsibility for everything I've said." Just like I'm about to right now, I take responsibility for everything I've said on my YouTube channel. Uh, Even the troll post on Facebook, I take responsibility for those too, because I knew exactly what I was doing when I did all that, and I knew exactly what I was saying when I said everything I've said in all my YouTube videos. And the rationale is, yeah, I do have an okay viewership, so that I'm pleased with. So I appreciate every little thing I get. Even if I have a video that has 2 or 3 views, I appreciate them 2, 3 views, because those people fuck with me. But it's like I haven't cut loose for real, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think YouTube is probably the place to cut loose, because like just by taking away Hangouts, this is already a sign of things to come. They're trying to limit your ability to properly communicate. Why would they end Hangouts at this point? To see an interesting panel of people convey different ideas. Why would they want that to end? You know why? Because they want you watching that idiot box. Well, I don't know. It's just that I'm uh, if I feel like coming on YouTube and saying something, yeah, I'm gonna come on YouTube and say something. I'll come on YouTube when I get good and ready. Scheduling stuff, being on there for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. I got a young pup I gotta raise, so it ain't something that I can dedicate so much of myself to, which is not an excuse at all. Because it's like also I do spend a lot of time in that Facebook group. Mm-mm. I'll go like a straight day of messing with folks on post, and then trying to have a discussion. But I mean, it's just like this. Every time the group is mentioned by someone else that's on YouTube, it's in a very negative way. It's in a very, very, very negative way. It's nothing that is nothing that anybody would want to be proud of, except a person like me. I like infamy. I like infamy because it's like this with infamy. Infamy isn't necessarily because you are an antagonist, a heel, a bad guy. Infamy can just simply mean that you're just a misunderstood person. And the whole concept of the group is misunderstood. The whole concept of that Facebook group in the first place was to have black men come to a place where they weren't being rejected. Black men, not MGTOW, not Ibmore, not any of these other little cliques that y'all want to. And I understand that. No disrespect to them. If it works, it works. If those concepts work, those concepts work. But it's when I say black men, that means all y'all. That don't mean that I get to exclude certain folks. Well, traitors, of course, but it's not. It's like that ain't that's inclusive. It's like growing up, I always saw that, and everybody's like, "Oh, stop talking negative about black people," but I always saw that there was always these ways to divide ourselves. Of course, things like schools, competitions, rivalry, stuff like that. But people started like fighting over what streets they were from, what cities they were from, stuff like that. And it's just like this. I always thought that was kind of stupid. Contest of alpha maleism everywhere. We gotta prove that we're number one. Instead of the solidarity that could make us look like the most, I ain't gonna even say one of the most, I'm saying the most awesome force on this planet. Because imagine if black men across the diaspora just got it together and just said, "Hey, we're gonna work together to make." I mean, and it doesn't even have to be some kind of coup, military coup, or anything like that. It doesn't even have to be that. It just could mean fortifying ourselves to make better lives for us and our families. It could mean that, but it's just that as long as I see shit like this, it's like I will never ever have a problem representing black men or speaking up for black men, but it's just that all these bullshit challenges that come with it, just I mean, I know there's other people that feel other kind of ways, but like I said, it's like you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to follow my rhetoric, but I am gonna say what I'm gonna say, and my black mother taught me that. Say what you gotta say. Don't hold back. Say what you gotta feel. Say what you feel. Be brutally honest. I just added in that brutally honest part. She never put those words together. I did. And brutally honest is an expression, but it's just like this. Think about it. Think about the average black person on social media thinking about the concept of a black man being brutally honest. Not me, not the name of the YouTube channel, not the Facebook group, not this hashtag you see on the screen, but just as a statement. Just imagine a group of black men just saying what the fuck they want to say. And then somebody saying, oh, look at those black men being brutally honest over there. Think about that. Now, think about, like, now go back to the average black person on social media. Would you say they would say, cool, or with a lump form in their throat? Well, whatever. I remember I just walked up to some random outsiders and just told them the name of my Facebook group and showed them the screen. And and just, I try not to do this, but it was two black women. It's like, the important, I try to make the important thing is that it's black people. Because when you start specifying the gender, then people want to start saying, start misunderstanding. But they had that look of what the fuck, huh? They didn't know anything about it. They just saw the name, and it was just this look of loathing, like, oh my god. Whoa, I guess the gender war extracts a heavy price as far as your mentality. But let me just stop trying to be all over the place with it. It's just that it's coming here as a black man is something that I'm never gonna be ashamed of. I'm never gonna have to belittle myself, humble myself. It's just that I'm not. When I come up to like a bigger YouTuber or some loudmouth, don't expect me to be humble because I'm a black man because of what's happened in the past in our country, or any of these little sack chasers out here. Shoot, I don't care. I don't care. I mean, like think about it. Think about it. If you do feel and believe and think that I am a defeated man, then why should my attitude be good toward you? Why should it? What sense does it make for me to be humble at that point? I'm not gonna scream and yell and curse and not, act like some of these old 10-day ass dudes on YouTube, like niggas named Joe. Yeah, I said it. But it's like this: you come at me one way, I reserve to come at you another way in response. And see, that's what a lot of people don't understand when there's an exchange of words. You can always respond to somebody's words with words of your own. I don't care how much somebody's cursed at me. A word has never punched me in the face, grabbed a weapon, called their homies. Shit, this is shit. What up, shit? This is damn. Man, come on, get fucking bitch and come over here and let's talk at this man until he just says something. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Oh boy. Just saying, this emotional roller coaster called Black YouTube. It's like it's entertaining to look at, but it's just I'm just here at this point. I'm just here, trying to sit up there and give a bigger YouTuber a pat on the back. I just feel like there's enough people doing that already. So hey, don't like this YouTuber whom I've mentioned. Like, I wasn't never there to say, hey, you're doing good, buddy. Even unless he's really doing good. If he's really doing good, If he's really doing his thing, if he killing it, yeah, I'll be your biggest supporter. But don't sit up here and act like you killing it, and then try to treat me like I'm some kind of scrub. Doesn't work like that. Even if you are killing it, you ain't gonna treat me like no motherfucking scrub. So, fuck out of here. Man. Yeah. It's. Let me. Yeah, I got some stuff I got to do today. Just wanted to check in, on my subscribers and, people out there in YouTube land in the black sector of YouTube, which could definitely grow. But if, like, I would say my humblest suggestion would be, like, you can't have the reality show type environment. It's like there are a lot of people that are already doing that, and although you can gain an audience from it, your audience will never be big enough. Think about it. I look at somebody like Tariq Nasheed, and whenever he does a live on YouTube, he's like 4K, 5K. It's crazy, and he's not always roasting somebody. He's giving his perspective on news stories that impact the black community, and I think that's a good model to go by. So whatever y'all want to think. Plus, he can roast too. Oh my God, his shit is hilarious. But anyway, I'm probably gonna wrap it up right now. Just wanted to just hit y'all up for a second. You know, so anyway, I'm probably just gonna end it here. Just good morning. I hope y'all are out there safe. Have a good weekend. Have some fun. Um, and just some. Everything is not negativity. Let me put it like that. Everything is not negativity. Sometimes conversations sound negative, and a lot of this broadcast was negative. But sometimes it has a purpose. Sometimes it has an end to it, and just try to keep more of an open mind. Sometimes, just like with when you hear black men being brutally honest, just like when you hear that, keep an open mind. There are some brutally honest black men out there. You may not like what they have to say, but and a little bit of it is out of spite, but a lot of it's out of love. But it's personally with me, it's out of love. Believe me, even if you don't see it at first, I feel like you will one day. One day, maybe, hopefully not one day when it's too late. Look how long it took me to come on YouTube. Years. All right, peace out. And look at the bottom of your screen. Black men being brutally honest. Please subscribe to this channel. And also the Habitual Line Steppers, which is the Roger Report, and You Ain't Shit for Watching. Both are YouTube channels. Please subscribe to them as well. Also, in that very important stand down there in the blue, uh, and carry it with you. And not in your back pocket, because not in your back pocket, because I don't want you to fart on it. I feel some kind of way if you did that shit. But in Kev we trust. All right. Take care.